Well, I got another overnight rain on my hay in the hayfield. Nothing I can do about it. But it's a sunny day today. Not quite as hot, I don't think. It's only in the upper 80s maybe. Well, at least the lemongrass got watered. I haven't checked how much rain I got. Didn't bother the cat much. I'll drive out to the hayfield, see what the damage is. All this rain, what it does is it's like cooking tea. The rain just leaches out all the nutrients out of the grass. Yeah, but they don't take it all out. But it got rained on twice so far. Not even sure if we can get the hay out. We'll see how it dries today. And calling for more rain tomorrow night, Saturday night. Today's Friday. So if it don't, it's got to dry tonight or today. It's got to dry today. The air's cooler, less humid. I think it's less humid. At least right now it is. And I'll check the hay tonight, like I did last night. Yesterday evening, the hay was dry, but then I got another rain on it today or last night. So around 11:30 for about an hour and a half, and then if whatever it dries today, if it don't rain again tonight, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny again, I think. But then tomorrow night, another chance for rain. So hopefully we can get it baled tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. I hope so. Okay, well, I may go to the hayfield and check it. Ain't nothing else I gotta do today. Yeah. I did that yesterday. Just that up a little bit. Even that ridge that was pulled out of that ditch, I loosened that soil up. I'm gonna haul some of that off to fill holes, because it's loose soil now. I can shovel it easy, and I'll take that out to the big pasture road, patch a few holes. So far the skies are clear today. The temperature's cooler, a little cooler, but the sun will still dry it, the hay. I just hope it dries enough by tomorrow so they can bale it without losing too much of the quality of the hay. Yeah, it's already been through 2 rains now, so well, let's just see what the damage is on the rain gauge. All right. Well, it's not as bad as it was the first rain. The first rain was 7/8. This is only a little bit over 2/8, so a 1/4 inch. So it's didn't get as much rain as it did the first time. But rain is rain and wet is wet. Oh, I guess I gotta be glad about that, huh? There's the 2 bulls. I see a couple cows over there. Hello, bullies. Oh, he's got flies again. Probably because the rain washed off the fly spray. Maybe I'll redo the fly spray today. The wind or the cattle blew over those empty tubs there. Yeah. Yeah, clear skies. And I think the air's a little drier. Air's from the north. The wind's from the north, which means drier air, so maybe it'll help dry the hay. Between the sun and the drier air, there's a chance we'll get the hay baled tomorrow. I'll know more after in the evening when I check the hay, see how wet it is. Last night when I checked it, around 7, the hay was dry, but then we got that rain. And I'll check it again around the same time tonight, and hope that it won't rain again. Forecast don't show any rain, but it didn't stop it last time. Okay, all right, I'm gonna head to the hayfield and see what the damage is. Once again, I forgot to water the lemongrass yesterday evening, but it rained, so I took care of that. I don't have to worry about watering the lemongrass. Oh boy. I can feel the sun. It's hot. It's hot. Dry the hay, son. Dry the hay. Cat, eat your food. There's another one there. There's another one behind the tire. Here comes. That's 3. I think there's one more. The other one's down here. Okay. Sun's hot on my back, so it means it's hot on the hay too. Wet hay. When I come back from the hayfield, I'm going to disconnect that disc and park the tractor under the roof where I'm standing again. Well, hay's wet, but it didn't go anywhere. I don't smell the hay today, but I think the wind's against me, that's why. The wind's blowing, it's not blowing across the hayfield, that's why I don't smell it. Well, if it can dry today and bale tomorrow, that'd be perfect. Well, it's just after 9 a.m. I haven't tested the hay, how wet it is, but I can feel the sun drying it. Don't smell as sweet as it used to be. Yesterday it's smelling good. Now I can smell some of the hay. It smells wet. Okay, that's where I turned over a few of them. They're still piled up down there. I'll check underneath them first, because they're the ones that are going to be thicker. Like right here, I turned this over yesterday, and I'm going to turn it over again, see how wet it is. It's wet, but not as wet as I thought it was going to be. It's not soaking wet. Still going to take a lot to dry it out today. Take some. Well, it's got full sun today, I think, so that should help. I'll know more when I check it this evening around 7. Let's check that pile there. I flipped that one over too. Remember, I flipped that one over twice. In the morning I flipped it from there to there, and then last night around 7 I flipped it from there to there. So that was double. That was double thickness, Now this is triple thickness, so I'll see what that looks like. Flipped it back the other way. I should scatter it, but I'm gonna leave it. That way I can tell more when I. If that area is dry, that's like 3 layers there. Flipped it, doubled it, tripled it, and now I went it back, so it's still triple. If that's dry underneath and all the way through at around 7 tonight, that means that hay will be ready for tomorrow. I hope so. Yeah, I can feel the heat. It's cooking. Hope it stays good today, and main thing is don't rain tonight. Okay. Hopefully everything works out for the best. I'm back at the house. Now to move that tractor. Unhook the disc and move that tractor under the roof here. I won't be using a disc for a while. Maybe late summer if the weeds grow back. Yeah, I'll unhook it there. And since that disc got broken yesterday, the chances of it getting broken more are pretty good. The ones in the middle don't have that much stress on them that are broken. Each one's got a broken one. That one there got a broken one on the very outside, just like this, but there's hardly anything left. So I was thinking, those two, this one and on the other side are the easiest to change, because I can just take the nut off. Yeah, I just gotta find the right size disc. I measure that, take it off, find the hole size, and then go looking around. Probably a dealer who sells disc blades, farm implement dealer, and there's a few around here. I don't even know what model that, what company made that. I really don't know. I would have to say maybe Case or IH. Yeah, I'm just guessing. Anyway, because there's no paint left on it. Anyway, I'm gonna unhook it. I want to check the other disc first. There's hardly anything left of that disc on the end. Yeah. If I can change them too. Those got the nuts on the end, so they're easy to change. A lot easier to change than the others. I'll see what I can find. But right now, I just got to unhook it. Okay, it's disconnected. I'm gonna leave the ram on there in case I need it. I might use it again late this summer. Don't know yet. I got the back end on top of some tires over there. A tire. Keep the blades out of the dirt. Yeah. Oh, good place to leave it. I'll probably take it back to the hayfield, park it there for the winter without the ram. But it's okay. Now to put the tractor away. Well, tomorrow, which is Saturday, I'm going to go to town. Oh, there's a squirrel on that tree, on that dead tree. See it? It's waving its tail. Right about there. Anyway, I'm gonna go to town. I need to go to the bank. Got to get some money to pay the butcher. Yeah, I guess I could just get a cashier's check. They don't take credit cards, so I'll get a cashier's check. I don't feel like writing I'll write a personal check to the bank, but I'd rather get a cashier's check for anything that I gotta pay with a check. Unless it's somebody, well, yeah, it's just better that way. Anyway, I'll go to the bank tomorrow and I'll get some gas for the truck and tractor. Truck is almost about a quarter tank, so I'll need some of that. I got 3 empty jugs, 5-gallon jugs, so I'll get some gas for the tractor too, because I'm gonna need it. Hopefully the hay will get baled tomorrow afternoon as well. Then I can start grouping bales out in the hayfield, unless it rains. Yeah, looks like the mulberries done with their berries. I don't see no more berries. I do see one red one. No, maybe that's a dead leaf. No, that's a berry. Yeah, there's another couple up there. Yeah, there's some over there too. Oh, those are still green there. Must be late bloomers. But all the other ones are gone. I don't see no dark black ones. Birds ate them all. But I enjoyed them. But I had them. I always do every spring. Okay. Okay. But I ain't doing nothing today. Well, I am going to do something. I'm going to get my freezers plugged back. I got 2 empty freezers for that meat. I'm going to plug them back in, get them all chilled down, ready to go. Make sure they're working. I got my freezer that I'm using, but that one's mostly got vegetables in it. But I can always put some meat in there. Yeah. My newest freezer is not very big. I don't think it'll fit all the meat that I got from this guy. Oh, the price, the cost for having him butchered, he weighed, his hanging weight, they told me, was 564 pounds, and the cost to have him butchered and processed was 604.84. So that's pretty good buy. He was pretty big. A lot of wrapping to do. You know, that includes all the wrapping paper and stuff and labor. Anyway, they're all grazing down here. They can't go out in and out that way. They have to go up, go in and out behind the barn. Yeah, since the butcher bull is not in there no more. Yeah. I just noticed in my freezer, I got 1 tube of 2-pound hamburger, so I want to make a taste comparison between the old hamburger and it's years and years old. I haven't butchered a beef in years. I can't remember when I did it. It's been a while. Anyway, I'm going to compare that to the new beef. Yeah, I'll cook them separate. Yeah, and compare the taste. Okay, it's not hot today. I don't stay out of the sun. Somebody's running around in their ATV, side by side, whatever it's called. Looks more like a dune buggy to me. Okay, I'm gonna go in the house. I gotta write some checks. I got to get the money out of 2 banks because I don't have enough in one checking account to cover it. But I will by the end of the week. Okay, but I'm going to pick up the meat on tomorrow morning. They're open from 8 to 12, so I'll go to the bank, get the cashier's check, and then I'll go get the meat. Well, I got to plug this freezer back in. Hope it works. Well, it turned on. I don't hear it running though. I'll give it a while. I'll close the door. Well, it turned on. It's a Whirlpool. This is my other freezer, second newest. I don't think, I got a third one that's really old, but I don't think I want to use it. If I can fit it all in here, I'll do it. I'll put all the fruits and vegetables up on top. And so I got 2 shelves and 2 baskets. Oh, 3 shelves. 3 shelves and 2 baskets. And this is the meat from my last butchering, which was, according to this, was November of 23. Yeah, that's how, yeah, so it's like 3 years. Well, no, over 2 years. Anyway, I didn't even know I had that. It was buried. Anyway, I tried to clean the bottom, but it was kind of hard because I couldn't get that basket out because this door only opened so wide and it wouldn't slide out. Yeah. Anyway, it's ready. I think this one keeps the meat colder, like -12 or something. Anyway, that's what I got. Look at those 2 resting out there in the grass or weeds. The others are probably under the car. Well, I texted the guy going to bale the hay when it's dry enough, and I told him how much rain I got, 1/4 inch or 2/8, and I told him I'd check it this evening again, like I did last night, see if it's dry enough to bale tomorrow. And he suggested that since it's going to be a good day today and there's a chance for rain tomorrow morning, it used to be tomorrow evening. Now they changed it to, now that I checked the forecast and it says AM thunderstorms. So he suggested that he'll send his nephew over to take a look at it, and he said that if it ain't too wet, because he wants me to meet his nephew over there around 1 p.m. It's just after 12 now, to take a look at it and decide what we want to do. He suggested that if it's dry enough, we could just rake it, let it dry this afternoon, and bale it in the late afternoon. Because there's no clouds. Of course, there's no wind either, so, or at least not much wind. Not around here. Yeah, hardly any wind around here. So, but I told him that's a good idea. Yeah, because I was assuming the thunderstorms would be tomorrow night. Yeah, but now I check it. It says AM thunderstorms. So, yeah, if we can get it done today, that'd be good. So I'm going to go over there around 1 o'clock and see. Either he's going to bring the rake and rake it, or he's just going to, the nephew's just going to come and take a look and talk to me about it and see what we want to do, or what I want to do. And like I said, the hay didn't seem like it was that wet. And if they rake it, and wind rose, and the air can get to it, and the sun can get to it too, there is a little breeze. Maybe there's more out in open ground, but around these trees, there's hardly, I don't see any tree leaves moving. Or maybe some at the very top. Yeah, there's a little breeze right there. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to, I think he wants to rake it and get it done get it, rake it around 1 o'clock, and then let it dry more in the sun, and then bale it. And that's okay with me. I want to get it done too. And we got good weather. It's not very humid. It's a low humidity today, or lower humidity, because the wind's from the north mostly. There's a little wind on top of that tree. So that's what we're going to do. I'll go and check. I'll go to the hayfield around 1 and see what they're doing. Yeah, I think that's better. I can't wait. I don't want another rain on it, so just rake it and bale it. Hope it's dry enough. What you doing, you're a little mini me of your mama. It's only about 82 this afternoon, but the sun's warm. Close to 1 p.m. and I've got to go over to the hayfield to meet the nephew of the guy who runs the custom baling business, to see if they can rake it and bale it this afternoon. He just started raking, and it's 1 o'clock. I think it's just a little damp on the bottom, but when he rakes it, it rolls the what do you call it? The wet hay, the bottom hay, over to the top. So now the sun can dry it. And they're going to start baling at about 3 o'clock. Give it about 2 hours to dry. It'll be longer than that for some of it, because once they start baling, it takes them a while to bale it. That's the nephew of the guy who runs the baling business. That's the same tractor that was over at my brother's. Maybe he's going to adjust something. Yeah, he's cranking something. Either you're going to where these two rows combine, and they rake them from side to side toward the middle. They can spread that out or narrow it down. So I'm not sure which way he's going. I think he's probably spreading it out. More like this here, but see, farther down, it's like it's too thick. You don't want it too narrow, because it's hard to get a good bale. Yeah, it's mostly dry. I'd say it's 90% dry, at least on top. It's dry on top. The bottom is still a little damp. Doing something on the other side now. I don't think he needs my help. That's where that disc was parked. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back this fall when I'm done with it. Looks like I need to spray the weeds again. I think I sprayed them twice, but they just keep coming back. Some of these weeds are a little bit immune to the weed killer, so I have to make it a little stronger, I think. Okay, look, it looks like he's ready to. Yeah, he's getting back in. He's getting back in. He's not moving yet. I can't tell if he's moving. Oh, he's moving now. Okay, well, I guess I don't need to watch him. I'm going to check these thick ones over here that I was checking this morning. He was already here when I showed up, so. But they said 1 o'clock, and I was here about 5 minutes till. dally here too long because he's going to be coming around this way. Yeah, it's a little damp, but I said once they roll it over and the sun dries it, it'll be okay. I'll turn that one over too. He's coming back on that side. I thought he's going to make a round all the way around the field. Maybe he's going to do that now. Okay, I'm going to set up on over there on that corner. I think he's gonna. No, he's going on the inside. Maybe his uncle told him which way to rake it. I'm just gonna sit here and watch him for a little while. He's just going to go up and down. I guess. Oh, that's right. They do the headlands last. Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that now from when I used to rake. Yeah, you do the headlands last. Yeah. There you go. I'll just watch him for a while. Yeah. After he does a few rounds, I'm going to go to the other end and take a look. There's a little breeze today, but the sun is the most important thing. There's clear skies. I'll wait till he comes back. Okay, he turned around. I'm gonna go down there and take a look what he's doing. What he's done, I mean, what he's done. That's the same tractor and rake that they used on my brother's hay, the clover hay, across the road. Let's go take a look. Somebody's coming. Corn's growing good. They got 2 rains this week. Just a guess on how many bales there might make. Well, I guess he didn't go on the outside. I thought he went on the outside. He must have went over that row, I guess. I guess he's going to do this outside row last or later. Yeah, he'll do that when he goes around the whole field. He'll make one round around the whole field. Yeah, when he's done. Right now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 4 rows done. I forgot to put it in park. Here comes a big grain truck. That was stainless steel, looks like. Maybe they're all stainless steel. I can rake a lot of hay with my little rake. When I used to bale square bales, cut my own hay, and with a sickle bar mower and rake, I had to rake 2 rows, 1 row at a time, and then rake them together, and rake it from one side and then rake it from the other side. But he can get like 4 the rows that I would cut. He's got about 4 of them in there. Where's he going? Oh, he's lining himself up. That thing can't turn very wide. Or no, it needs to turn wide. He can't turn narrow. He can't make a sharp turn. That's why he's got to turn and then back up. Okay. Looks like he's got it under control. I'll be back later. He said they're going to try to start baling around 3. And it takes him about a couple minutes to do each row. So I think, and I don't know what, it's about 1:20 right now. So I'll come back around 2:30. That's about just over an hour. Okay, let's go. He's just turning around. Yeah, he'll come back. He'll do this last outside row. Hey, he missed some. What's that little bitty row in there in the middle there? Huh. Not sure what that is. Well, I guess I'll get it. Yeah, he's about a third of the way done already. He's only been doing it for about 20 minutes. You can see how wide these rows are. I'll come back around 2:30 to see how dry the hay is. But he's doing a pretty good job. He didn't look like he's very old. He's probably in his 20s, I guess. Can he get... he quite can't get all of it. Oh, so that's what they're doing. They're going down the middle there so he can put the hay on the area that wasn't covered. Don't mind me recording it. hoping to get at least 20. 100. Why did I say 20? Phones in the sound is getting a bit hot. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, this is right. Yeah, I think it'll be dry enough. Like I said, I'll come back around 2:30 and check it. Don't take long for them to rake it. Now, when I first started hiring this guy, they used to charge me so much a bale. And then a few years ago, maybe 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 years ago, I don't know if it was before or after my wife died, I forget. But they started to break it down. So much to cut per acre, so much to rake per acre, and on the years that they do a tedding like this, where they scattered it after it was cut to help it dry better, another charge for that. Then when they, so a charge for cutting, charge for per acre, and charge per acre for tedding, which is scattering it, charge per acre for raking like they're doing now, and then a charge per bale, so much per bale when they bale it. Yeah, it adds up. It adds up. Well, I gotta go. Yeah, he'll be coming down each gap there, if he can find one. Yeah, he comes down each gap, and that lays the hay on the area that didn't have any hay on it. Okay, it's getting raked, which means when they rake it, that means they're going to bale it. Okay, I'm okay with that. I think it'll be pretty dry. The sun's pretty hot. What was that? I saw something in the hay. What was that? Oh, just probably a plastic cup. Hopefully the cows won't eat it. The vulture was eating something over here the other day. Probably a snake. Or a rabbit. I'll be back. Now it's about close to 1:30. I'll come back around 2:30. Okay. Hay's done. Hay's done. Hay's getting raked, I mean. Okay. I'm going to head home. Oh, car coming. Well, the cattle are out grazing way down there in that corner back there. Nobody's coming. Well, they're going to bale it this afternoon, so that's good. I think it'll be dry enough. There's one cow up here on the hill, right there, way over the hill, near the top. Well, that'll be a relief getting the hay baled. And then there's going to be then I gotta wait till my brother's available to haul the bales. But I can stage them while I'm waiting for him. I met my sister, younger sister, who lives near that hayfield. She said a cousin's out on my cousin on my mother's side. I think they live up in Wisconsin somewhere. I guess I'll go over and visit them. I'm going to go back to the hayfield around 2:30 anyway, so I'll stop there first. That way I can be there when the baler comes. Maybe my sister will even have some food there. That's always a bonus. I asked her if she wanted some beef because I'm picking up beef. I told her I'm picking up beef tomorrow. And she said, sure. Nobody in my family ever passes up free food. Especially me. Just rest for a while. Got an hour. I'll go over there at 2:30. I'll be there when the baler comes. Okay. I need to, right now that the hoses for the hydraulic ram is in the shade, but I'm going to get some of this black plastic, this one or somewhere I'm going to get some black plastic to cover that up to protect it from the sun, because it's in the sun and like a little bit in the morning, not very much though because of this tree, but in the afternoon when the sun's over there it shines on a little bit, so I don't think it'll be damaged. Yeah, because that sun really wears those hoses out, makes them crack and dry up. I'm up to around 85, so that's good. That helps the hay dry. Color down in there. Yeah, if I remember right, cutting it, I think cutting it cost $360 for the 20 acres. I think the raking is $220. I don't know how much it is for tedding. I forgot. They only done that a couple times before in the past. But $360, $220, and then depending on how many bales that they bale, because it's so much. I think last year it was $14 per bale just to bale the bales, not including their cutting and raking. And now this year tedding. I think tedding is a little less than the raking. And so I think last year it cost me under $1,500, but if I get enough bales, if I get 100, I only had like 60 some bales last year. I don't know why, I guess it was too dry or something. Hopefully I get more than that this year. I need those extra bales. And I hope I get a second cutting too. But this year it'll probably cost me over $1,500. Yeah, $1,500, maybe $1,600 to make hay in that 20 acres. That's not counting the rent that I pay to my family. But that's okay. It goes to a good cause. My kettle. Look how that kitten's drinking. I got a little paving stone inside there to hold it down, and he's standing on it. He's standing on that little block, concrete block inside the tub to drink his water. 2:30. Let's head over to the hayfield again. And I'll stop at my sister's house too. Well, he's done raking. It's 2:30 or after. It looks like he made 2 rows on the headland. I guess that gives them room to turn around when they're baling. Well, it's all raked. There's one skinny row right there. Wait farther back. Look at that line of clouds. Looks weird. Yeah, but it's not going to bother us. Yeah, he made 2 headlands, 2 rows on the headland. That gives the baler tractor plenty of room to turn around. Oh, I'm going to count the rows, I forgot. I'll count them on the way back. I'm going to stop at my sister's house after this. Yeah, should make more hay than it did last year. Maybe that liquid fertilizer is working a little bit. I'm going to put some more on after we haul the bales off. I did this end, and I did around the center. Next time I apply liquid fertilizer, it's going to be on the east end. Okay, let's go check the hay, see how dry it is. I think the hay's drying pretty good. It's all fluffed up, and they call these windrows because when it's piled up like this, the wind blows against it, and it helps dry it, blow air through them. I can also smell the wetness a little bit. Yeah, it's not rain. Hay got rained on, so what do you expect? Yeah, here's where I was checking it. Pretty thick hay. It should make a lot of bales. I hope I'm going to get over 100. I think the most I ever got off of a first cutting was 111. This was years ago. Yeah. Been going down ever since. But the last couple of years I've been applying liquid fertilizer. I started down there, worked my way up here. I got about up to there somewhere, just past this pole. The next batch I'm going to apply is start on that end and work my way down. Yeah, we'll see. Let me check the hay, see. I'm going to check that hair. It looks like it's big bunched up there. I'm going to see how dry that is. This is pretty thick here. Well, it's pretty thick everywhere, I think. But this seems like it's even thicker. It felt dry to me. It felt dry to me. There might be there's possible that there's some few damp spots, but I think they'll average out and cure okay. And look that area there, that's where the switchgrass is. Yeah, this big bunch here, I put my hands through it all the way to the bottom. Felt dry. Dry enough for me anyway. I think it's going to go good. It's going to bale good. Yeah. I'm glad they didn't try to talk me into putting that white wrap, silage wrap on it. They did one year on the second cutting, and I don't really like those. I like the dry hay. Yeah, for one thing, it's an extra charge per bale to put that. They bale them the normal way, and then when they're all baled, they make a line of them with and they wrap a bales around it as they put them in the machine that does the wrapping. I don't really want those. They're hard to haul off the field. Okay, I was just gonna wait. I'm gonna go to my sister's house, meet my cousin from up north, and wait for them to come down and bale. They said the baler's nephew said that they're gonna come by around 3 o'clock. It's just a matter of watching this grass grow back. If we get rain after the hay's baled, it should grow back a little bit until the hot weather. When the really hot weather comes, fescue, which is this is mostly, fescue goes dormant. It don't want to grow when it's really hot. It's a cool season grass, so I'll have to wait and see. But I usually get a second cutting end of August, September, if we get rain. So I'll wait and see for that. Let's go to my sister's house. Well, I've been visiting with the younger sister, and our cousin from Wisconsin. And I came back down here to check the hay, see if they baler. I didn't hear no baler, so I came down and checked. They're getting ready to leave. They're going to go to a ball game somewhere, I think. But I'll go back and visit with them a little more before they leave. It's almost 4:30, and the baler didn't show up yet. But that's okay. The longer they wait, the more the hay can dry. So that's good. Well, it's after 4:30. My sister and cousin, they're going to be leaving. Go to a ball game, and I'm going to go home. It's already after 4:30, so I'm going to go home, and I'll come back later, see if they baled this hay. I'm just glad I'm getting it baled today. I got it raked. That's half the battle right there. Yeah, that's pretty much. I'm just going to estimate how much it's going to make. I'm hoping for over 100 bales. That'd be like 5 bales to an acre. I don't know how many tons that would be. It's 20 acres, so. But I said they got done. I came back at they probably were done raking by 2 o'clock, because when I came here at 2:30, they were already done. The raking was done. Yeah. Lots of hay here. Looked better than last year. I remember last year, I think I had 69 bales. First cutting, and then that's all I had. That's all I had, I think. At least that's what I remember. I got it wrote down somewhere. I keep a record someplace. Could have been more than 69, but that's what I remember. Yeah. And the weather's good for baling hay. That's for sure. So the sun's been cooking here for over 2 hours. I'm not sure how much it's going to make, but I'm going to hope for a lot. Over 100. That's my goal. Over 100. Let's head home, and I'll come back later. I'm sure they'll bale it before the sun goes down. I'm not their only customer, so I'm sure they're baling hay somewhere else too. Okay, I guess that was my niece and my cousin, and then here comes my sister and her husband. Don't see any cattle, and I'm back home again. And I'm in the truck. I guess I'll drive down to the big pasture and see if the cattle are by the road. There's a few cattle out here. Red bull's over there under the shade tree. There's the mama cow, and here's the white bull. I don't know where the other ones are. Somewhere. I'm sure there. Oh, there's one laying up. Oh, there's both of them. There's the other two laying up by the shed. Yeah, in the shadow of that tree. Yeah, I gotta keep this sprayed. I gotta keep this area clean so my neighbor don't have the idea of mowing it like he did before. Yeah, I don't see any cattle. There's probably 2 places they could be. They could be in the creek over there by the bridge, which they like to hang out. Or there, up in the trees, in the shade, because there's not much shade down here. The only shade is that little tree over there, but by that dead one. Yeah, but they got plenty to eat here if they want to. Yeah, I don't feel like driving down to the bridge. Yeah. I like pastures when they're full of grass. It's almost 5 p.m. Sun's shining hot. So the hay's dry for sure. Now, and I'll go back around 7. See if they baled the hay. And then I can count the hay bales. And tomorrow I'm picking up the meat. And after I pick up the meat and give some away to my sister and my cousin, she's gonna drive back to Wisconsin on Sunday. Yeah, so I'll give her some meat too. She's got a cooler so they can keep it. She said it takes like 11 hours or more to drive to Wisconsin. She must be way up north. Anyway, that's what I'm doing tomorrow, getting the meat. And then maybe Sunday is when I'll start staging the grouping together the bales in the hayfield for moving them to the big pasture. Okay. At least I'll go inside my air-conditioned house and stay cool until 7. Warmed up to about 87, so that's good. Good for the hay. I'm glad I'll get it baled today. That'll be one less thing to worry about. There's the bull. Two bulls, red bull and white bull. And there's 2 cows over there. There's probably one in the water. Mama cow was up here earlier. Yeah, she probably went down in the water. The other 2 are over there, laying down in the shade. These 2 bulls get along real good. Well, it's 7 p.m. Still sunny. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the hayfield. They're probably either baling or already done. It's been a couple hours. I think I came back here about 4:30. So that'd be 2.5 hours. Okay. Let's go for a drive. There's a deer over there. There's a deer over there. It saw me. It's watching me. It's still watching me. There you are. I see ya. It's not moving. Hello, dear. I gotta go. Oh, they're all done baling. Got that done in a hurry. I'm glad it's done. Okay, at 7 p.m. I'm going to do a drive-by, and then I'm going to drive around the field. And I'm going to go up to the top of that ridge up there, the high ground, and then I'll sit there and try to count them all. It's not easy to count these, but I'll try. Anyway, looking good. Yeah, I left here around 4:30, and then at 7 now. So they baled all these. Oh, there's the last bale. See the small one there in the middle? Yeah. That one there toward the middle to the left. Left to the middle. Yeah, that was the last bale because it's small. I never did know how much these weigh. I'm guessing around 1,000 pounds. Could be more, could be less. I really don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and drive around the whole field first, and then I'll stop on the high ground so I can see them all. So I can count them. According to this first row here, I think I counted, there's 2 bales in the first row on the right, but on the second row here, I counted 3, and the other one has 3. Looks like they all have 3 on this side, on this end, 3 per row, give or take. Okay, let's go get inside this field. I've seen on YouTube that some people who bale hay, they have a moisture tester. They can stab it into the bale and see how much moisture is. I don't worry about that. Let's get a close up right here. Yeah, pretty tight bale. They do a pretty good job baling. Okay, let's drive down here. Drive around. I hope this grows back for another cutting. And usually my second cutting is toward the end of August or maybe September. There's no hay on the back side here. But I'll drive between that bale. I'll drive against the wheat. Okay. Yeah. It'll be a tight fit on this one. This row is close to the wheat field. Or this bale, yeah, row bale. Yeah. I just hope I got over 100. Or close to 100. I think I do, just by looking at them. I could be wrong, but oh, there's still green growing, so there's still grass. Looks like it's gonna, with the last 2 rains, at least there's moisture in the ground. There's only 2 bales in that first row, but most of the other ones have at least 3. Or 3, or maybe 2 or 3. Mostly 3. I don't see no blank spots, so there was something growing on everything, on all the ground. And they didn't leave very much. Okay, now we're headed we're on the south side. Now we're going to head east. I could count them from here, but it's too hard. I need to be standing still on top of the truck when I count them. I have tried before to count them while I'm driving. It's too hard. Way too hard. There's 2 bales on this headland. Here's about the middle. Hope everything grows back. So if there's any alfalfa in here, I'll be able to see it, because it'll probably grow faster than the grass. Okay. Well, it's hard to see this side because the sun's shining in my eye. Gonna make it hard to count too. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drive all the way to the end first, and I'll drive back to this high point up here in the middle of this field, on this side. So I can, if I'm up high, I can see better. Looks good. They did a good job of cutting. They didn't lose nothing. And the grass was pretty thick. I think it's because we had a wet spring. I think that's the reason why. There's a big blank spot here. Look at this. There's hardly any bales in this section right here, close to me. I guess that's just the way it works out. It looked pretty thick from the road. Before I go any farther, let me take a look at something. Yeah. I'm gonna go down the other end. Then I'll come back to the high spot to count them. Oh, the shadows are getting long. I should have come out here at 6. They probably were done by then. Yeah, I gotta bring a sprayer here and spray these weeds again. They're getting ahead of me. There's a tenant bales. Tenant's corn next to my brother's bales. Those white ones are my brother's. That was Sudan grass from last year in that field. My brother planted it because he didn't get, his clover wasn't any good. Okay, let's go up to the high ground. Well, that's what the grass looked like before they cut it. Yeah, the high spot is just up there, just past this bale. Yeah, I can see where it starts to slope back down the other way. I'm going to do a 180 first, and then I'll try to count them. I can see them all. I could even count them with this video here when I get back to the house. Some of them are hidden. See, there's one hidden back that way. I gotta, yeah. I think I can see them all. Okay, I'm ready to start counting. If I can't get them straight, I'll count them after I get home when I watch the video. I took some photos too, just so I can count them later. Didn't get as many as I thought I was going to get. I got 75. Yeah, well, that's better than nothing. 75, actually, 75 is pretty good. Yeah. Let me calculate something real quick. Well, my estimate is I need about 2 bales at the big pasture and 1 bale at the house for them cows. So that's 3 bales a week, 12 bales a month. So and I calculated October, November, December, January, February, March, and April. That's 7 months. So that's about 84 bales to feed through the winter, and that's if I don't feed anything extra. But I have about 20 bales right now in storage. So that gives me over almost 100. 70, 75, that'd be 95. And if I get a second cutting, which I'm hoping I will, last year I didn't, but this year I'm hoping, that'll give me, I usually get about half of what I get now. So if I got 75 now, I should get about 35, maybe even 40. So that'll get me through the winter. The ones I got here, this should get me through the winter, and I'm not going to pay my brother with any bales. I'm going to pay him money, cash, for his helping to haul these out. Well, okay, I'm done out here. 75. I think that's more than I got last year on the first cutting. Oh well. I'll just wait, and then I'll just be watching it to grow back. Well, I'm not gonna come out here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna get the meat and take care of that. And Sunday I'll come out pretty early because while it's still cool. And I'm gonna stage these in groups of 13. I'm gonna try to keep them in the middle. So all we have to do is come out here, load my brother's trailer. He'll load his trailer with 11 bales, and he'll pick up 2 with his tractor. Yeah, he'll get 2 with his tractor, and I'll drive his tractor with the trailer, and he'll drive his tractor back. And I'll have to figure that out. Groups of 13. I don't know how many that'll make. I'll have to get a calculator for that. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Sunday I'll come out and stage these groups of 13. I'll grab these, break them that way, and those, break them this way. I'll keep everything in the middle, so we can just come in and drive down, and yeah. Okay. I'm content now that I got the bales baled, so that worked out pretty good. Even though I did get 2 rains on it, but I think the hay's still pretty good. There was still some green stuff, so I'm happy about that. Okay, I'm going to head back to the house. On ground level, I can't see them all. A lot of them are hidden from me. Well, not all of them, but some of them. Tomorrow I'm just going to go to town, go to the bank, get that cashier's check for the butcher place, and then I'm going to get gas too. After that, I got 3 jugs I can fill up, and plus I need to fill the truck up. And then I'll when I come back from and then I'll unload the gasoline and prepare the truck for hauling the beef. And then I got to get there before noon. Bank don't open till 9. Go to the bank, get the cashier's check, get the gas. By the time I get done with everything, it'll be around 10 or 10:30. And then I'll go get the meat. That'll be another half hour or more, something. So I should be able to get the meat by 11, and then stop at my sister's here to give away some beef to my sister and my cousin, who's going to take some back up to to Wisconsin on her way back Sunday. Okay, that's all for now. I'll head her home now. Yeah, I'm going to drive down to the south, and I'm going to drive down the center on the way back out of the field. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to move each bale with my little tractor toward the center and stage them in 2 rows. Keep them far enough apart where we can get the tractors through, the tractor and trailer through, and then my brother can load them from the side, and we can drive the yeah, that's the center. This is where I'll be stacking them. I'll be grabbing them from each side, all the way both sides, and move them toward the middle. A row on this left and a row on the right, and with enough space in between to drive the tractor and trailer through. And I'll have groups of 13. I'll start at the other end and I'll end up down here. Or I'll start down here and work my way that way. Either way, I'm working from the sides to the middle. Groups of 13. But if I asked my brother-in-law, the one that I was visiting today over here on the right, my sister's husband, if he wants to drive the tractor with the big trailer and the 11 bales, I can bring my 6-bale trailer with my truck, and we can haul 19 instead of 13. That's if he wants to do it. I can't always count on him because he's got other things he might want to be doing. He didn't help last year. That's okay. I don't expect him to help unless he wants to. I could pay him in beef. Yeah. Only question is how much my brother will want for his using himself, doing all the loading and unloading, and the use of his 2 tractors and his big trailer. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna head it home now. Okay, sun's getting low. It's about 7:45 p.m. now. Shadows are long. And I'm headed home. Looks like the elderberries on the right are starting to bloom a little bit. It looks like they just started to bloom. I'll walk back down for the mail. Yeah, tomorrow I'm getting the meat. First I'm getting the cashier's check in the bank in a different town. And then I'm going to get gasoline. 3 jugs for the tractor and fill up the truck. That's going to cost over $100 probably. Uh-oh. Got a little crooked there. Turn too soon. There, that's better. Let me go back a little further. Good. Oh, sun's bright, and I'm done for today. Sun's getting low. It's almost 8 p.m. Tomorrow I'll be busy. Go to town when the bank opens. Cashier's check for the meat. And then get 3 jugs of gas and fill up the truck with gasoline. And then I guess I'll stop at Kroger on the way home, get a few snacks. And then come back home, unload the groceries and the gasoline, and prepare the truck for bringing the meat home. And then I'll go in to the meat place. It's only a 5-minute drive. Yeah, maybe a little longer. About 6 miles, depending on which way I go. Okay. And then that's all I'm going to do today, or tomorrow. That's all I'm going to do tomorrow. Oh, and on the way home from the meat place, I'm going to, look at the squirrels. I'm going to give my sister some meat. Sister and cousin. And these two if she wants some. 8 p.m. right now. Sun's going to set later. Probably got another 20 minutes, maybe 15. There's 2 of them. Who are they? The old heifer and the youngest cow. And the 2 bulls. Oh, my cow's missing again. I don't know, she likes to hide. I don't see her anywhere. She's either up at the barn or in the... Actually, it's pretty cool right now. Yeah, sun's getting low. Sun's shining through this gap here. She's out there somewhere, I'm sure. There's no wind. Look at the reflection in the pond. Yeah. There's a disc. That's where I'm going to pick up some dirt, some clay dirt, to fill in some holes. I decided not to use buckets. I'm going to use my small trailer. Same trailer I'm going to use for manure, but right now I want to haul some dirt. Not right now, but eventually. I'm not ready for that. I got other things I want to do first. But that can wait. I like to do it before we haul bales though, so I can fill in them holes. Those mud holes in the pasture road. Look at that bull. Look at the shadow. It's a long shadow. Long shadow, long shadow. Okay. I guess I'm about done for today. Big old fly buzzing around my head. Well, at least I got done what I wanted to do. We got the hay baled. Or they got the hay baled. Yeah. Actually, it worked out just like I had planned. Mostly. When they cut it on Tuesday, and the weather looked like it was really good until Saturday, till Sunday. It's supposed to be good weather for haying, making hay. But then I had expected, they'll bale it by Friday, which is today. So that part came true. They baled it by Friday, or on Friday. But what I didn't expect was a rain on Wednesday night, and another 7/8 rain on Wednesday night, and then another 2/8 last night. Thursday night. Yeah, but it was able to dry. I had good sun today, and warm enough to dry all the hay. So I think the bales came out pretty good. I'm satisfied. It all worked out in the end. It got rained on twice, but oh well. At least I think it's still edible. When I take the tractor down there on Sunday to start grouping the bales together for hauling, when I come back, I'll bring up one bale back with me, and I think I'll put it in the barn as a backup. I got one from last year in there too. I don't think I want to stack one outside, but I might do that too. We'll see. But like I said, I gotta estimate how much I'm going to pay my brother for his use of his work, his labor, loading and unloading the bales, and use of his 2 tractors and his big trailer. I'll have to think of what I can pay him. I was paying him in bales the last 3 or 4 years because that's what he wanted, because he raises cattle too. But looks like he's got plenty of clover this year, so maybe he'll just accept cash. He'll have to, because I'm going to give him. That's all I'm going to offer him is cash or check, whatever. But anyway, either I'll ask him how much he wants, or I'll just make my own estimate and pay him. Either he accepts it or not. Okay, I'm going to end it here because I'm getting eaten by the bugs. All right, that's all for today. I still have manure to haul out of the barn and dump it over here, and then fill in those boxes around those lemongrass in there too, and then bring some grass clippings out of the barn from 2024 and put some mulch around the plants. Keep the weeds down. I see some growing already in there. Here's 3 of them. Oh, there's all 4 of them. Yeah, they're all 4 there. Mama cat too. I think they're hungry. I think they want something to eat. Why are you hanging out in here, Mama cow? Less flies in there? I think she's okay. I think the sun's going down right there between those 2 trees. Okay, that's all for today. Looks like the last rays of the sun are shining on that dead tree and the trees behind it. Tree frog. Mama cat, here are 4 kittens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Mama cat. Yeah, Mama cat likes to follow me. Oh, there's the other one. They're exploring more. See, they're going farther and farther out. As they get older, they might disappear. Look at it. Don't touch the fence. Don't touch the fence. I don't know. He may not get shocked since he's on a post. He's looking for a toilet. That's why he's going out there. Yeah, they're exploring more and more. I like that one with the white feet. Reminds me of its mama. I still don't know if they're girls or boys. Looks like they're gonna pounce. She's going to pounce on it. Maybe not. There. That's a dark one there. That's really dark. That's the darkest one. That's a little bit lighter. Okay, I gotta go in the house. It's starting to get very humid out here now.